Hey, this is Mushizo78, also known as Tastygraph, or Ely. Or, if you're not from Denmark, which is my country, then it would be Eli, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, today I'm going to be playing The Secret World, which is an MMO, but it's one of these underappreciated MMOs that people might have heard of but never actually played, and well, I was one of the people who bought it when it was first released, and I enjoyed it a lot, but then I hit sort of a wall of well, I wanted to group, but I didn't want to group with other people because most of the time people suck. So yeah, I actually played it quite a lot. This is the skill tree, which kind of shows that I played it a lot. I've unlocked 206 different abilities. I'll just go over it really quickly, and if people have questions I can probably make a more in-depth video. But the thing is, you've got this inner wheel. These are the abilities that you can start unlocking. I've unlocked all the inner wheels, and when I unlock two inner wheels in one section, like the fist section, there's feral, which has offensive abilities, and then there's primal, which has more supportive defensive abilities. In this case it's healing sort of stuff. Then once you unlock these two inner wheels, you get access to the outer wheels, which is kinda neat because they have even cooler abilities and better ones. And basically the way you build your character is by equipping 7 active abilities, one of which can be an elite. It is shown with a yellow outline. And you equip 7 passive. So basically you can be anything you want to be in this game. And you just design it by unlocking the passives. Some of them might be harder to get than others. For instance, I wanted this one called Advantage Me, which basically does that so that whenever I critically hit, I also gain a heal over time effect, healing myself for X, in this case 33 points every second for 5 seconds. But in order to get this, I had to unlock this entire tree here. Oh crap, combat. I had to unlock the tree. Just gonna kill this guy. As you can see, he has filth coming out. Stab. And I'm using blood magic, so I can also shoot stuff. The reason why I backed away is because he has some sort of AoE explosion when he died. And I got some kind of loot thing. Is it even safe here? It probably isn't, but that's good. It'll give us a bit of a break from chit-chat, talky-talk stuff. So, I had to pick up this entire tree with pistol skills that I'm not really using at all with this build. And some other pistol stuff, just to get inside this tree, get exploitation, which I don't need, and this one, which I don't need, to unlock this Advantage Me. So that cost me quite a lot of points, which required me to do a bit of grinding. But you get points really fast. I mean, there's like a, I don't know, 18-20 hour cooldown on quests, and some of the quests are really good. Like, you can do it in maybe 15-20 minutes and you'll get 5 or so ability points for that. So it's not hard to get ability points. It does require a bit of grinding, but I don't know, you probably don't know this, but I enjoy grinding, so for me it's good. Yeah, so this can be very overwhelming for a new player, and that's understandable. There's a lot of stuff going on. As you can see, there are numbers here on these, and that's because the game has decks, and decks are basically a class, sort of, a pre-made thing. excuse me, sorry. It's sort of a pre-made thing where you can access them from this list. Oh, I can get a reward here. I forgot about that, but I basically recently bought these ranged skills, which allowed me to finish this starter deck. So I can click claim reward. Bling, and I get an achievement. And this achievement gave me 15,500 XP. You can see my XP down here. There's a blue bar which I think shows my progress towards the skill point. I need to get the full blue bar before I get a skill point. The yellow ones just need to hit these thresholds, I think. These, you see these little dot thingy here? That's a threshold, and I think that's what gives me a skill point. But we can see in a moment, because I also have this one, the polarizer. Ooh, that's a pretty cool outfit. The polarizer, which consists of elementalism and pistols. And since I just bought pistol skills, that means I also finished this one. So I'll finish this, and we'll see. My XP moved up by quite a bit. Oh, okay, it's the... I could hear some chattering, but I wasn't sure what it was. Apparently it was her. And when I'm talking, I'm not a really good player, so I was kind of just using auto attack. As you can see, the green numbers here at the sides, they just tickety tickety tick tick tick, and that is because I'm building a no-brainer kind of grindy build, which I'll show you now. Basically, I have it so that every time I use Claw, which is this ability, which is my kind of auto attack, then the target also becomes afflicted with a dot, damage over time. That in itself is not really impressive, but I'll get back to that later. Then I have Predator, which increases my damage and healing from fist/claw abilities by 10%. That's kind of cool. And Lick Your Wounds, which makes it so that whenever I hit with any kind of attack, I get a single stack of healing over time that heals me for 5 every second. And it stacks up to 5 times. So I could basically keep this going for around 25 hit points every second. That in itself is also not very impressive, but it will be once you kind of start to stack up the different bonuses. Whenever I apply Afflicted, I gain a single stack of penetration rating. Penetration. And that's also very cool, because I need penetration for some of my other skills. Whenever I penetrate, I gain a heal over time effect that heals for 33 points per second. And circulation makes it so that whenever I apply Afflicted, I gain a heal over time that does 23 blah 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 points per second. And if the target happens to be impaired, which is movement based, usually snare and stuff like that, then I'll also get a shield/barrier, which will absorb 50 points of damage. Also very cool. And then there's Advantage Me, which whenever I critically hit, I gain a heal over time effect for 33 per second. So right now we're at like 70-ish to 100 points. I also plan to get some other ones, but I only, in quotation mark, only have 12 ability points. So I'm gonna try to pick up this quest here. It says it's very easy. That's because I'm a noob and I do newbie stuff. But a laptop belonging to Frank McGrath rests on top of a crate of CDC equipment. There are no scientists around, but everything needed to complete the research probably is. I'll press accept. And then I'm gonna have to pause some quests, and I'll just whatever, pause this one. Examine Frank McGrath's laptop. Oh, can you hear that woman? She says, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. And I stabbed her. They're kind of creepy, these filth NPCs, because they're basically humans that have been infected by an entity called the filth. Now I have to pick up these CDC containers. And gather samples from the infected, and gather samples from the shades. Oh, that should be easy enough. Oh, actually I want to try this ender thingy. Oh, by the way, when I'm walking around in filth, you could probably see there's like dots in the left side of the screen and the right side of the screen. It's kind of a neat effect. It makes it all dark and gritty. This is sort of a boss. It doesn't have that much health though. Enemy. So yeah, basically I go in. Oh, I forgot to talk about this. There's resources for the weapons, as you can see in the lower left corner. Down here, there's a fist. It basically builds up over time when I'm out of combat. And then there's blood resources, which build up as I use my abilities. And they also disappear when I'm out of combat after a while. The way that this works is that most of the resource builders, which are like this claw ability, they build resources for each equipped weapon. So if I'm using a fist weapon and a blood magic, then that's the resources I'll see here. If I were using other weapons, I would see those resources here. Which is a really neat way of kind of mix and match and custom design. I really like that. As you can see, I've also got a ranged attack on... Oh, I gained an ability point. I've also got this ability here from blood magic, and then there's this ability from blood magic. The rest is actually just claw. I think I might have gotten aggro. No, I didn't. An ender thing. So I have this thing which is called Bloodshot, and it deals quite a lot of damage. It's instant cast, and it uses 2 blood resources. I can actually cast it without having blood power, but then it'll drain my own health. I'm not gonna do it on this guy because I'm not really sure if I can take him on, but I'll try. That is, when I get closer. It shouldn't be a problem. He doesn't hurt quite a lot. At least it seems like. Nah. It's just me being a sissy girl. I am probably, well actually I am very overgeared for this area. But that's okay. That's the thing I like about this game. If I want to just relax and talk and just chill out while I'm playing, I could go to a low level area. I'll still gain XP. There's loads of things I can unlock and stuff. And just practice or design my build, whichever it is that I want to do. Oh, I accidentally used my own blood there to fuel an ability. But that's okay. I have plenty of regen. Every time I hit, I gain a lot of regen. And now I unlocked a lore piece, which is basically just information. Click it and you can see what you've unlocked. There's info, which I could read, but I'll spare you the reading. We should probably finish the quest. I'm gonna sneak up on this guy and stab him in the face. And then I just build up my power, my blood, and fire it off with number 2. And that hurts. that's basically what I do. This is sort of a grindy quest, at least for this stage. It might have more after this, I think, because as you can see in the quest description, it says that we're at tier 1 of 2. So there's probably going to be something interesting about this. Oh, that was loud. But yeah, one of the things I really enjoyed with this game is the atmosphere. It's just very, very dark and gritty. I mean, there are other places that aren't quite as dark as this area, but the game really has that sort of dark, gothic feel. Which is really cool. Through on this one. Guess I need to find some more shades, which would be good to do while I still have blood, because that way I can just pull. Pew pew. Oh, out of range. Oh, he sucked me closer to him. And I gained XP for unlocking an achievement. That's another really cool feature. I mean, this game has a lot of achievements, and many of them are very good for people like me who like to kill stuff. So when I killed 50 of these shades, I gained 10k XP. It's not a lot. Oops, accidentally right-clicked there. It's not a ton. I mean, it's roughly, I don't know, like 8 mobs or so, or 10 mobs, depending on the difficulty. It really depends on what kind of level of difficulty mobs you kill. But every little bit counts, and it's really neat to get that extra bonus just for doing something that I enjoy. I mean, there are probably people who hate it. But I mean, hate grinding. But for me, it's really, really relaxing. Oh, he evaded. It's not fair. Oh, I forgot. I'm not even supposed to kill these. I mean, I can, but it's not for the quest, so I should probably stay focused a little bit. I'm not very good at staying focused. But I hope that's okay. I'm not really going to be talking non-stop during the entire time, because then I'm not going to be doing anything other than just left clicking, because I really suck at multitasking. I'll get better at it though, hopefully, eventually. Oh, did I pick that up, or did I have a full inventory? No, I picked it up. Yay. And there's this fancy little book up here that lets you sort your inventory. It's like click, and then it's all fixed. And all these other things are actually extra bags that I've opened up with the plus. So it's not extra bag in the sense that I get an extra bag. It's just that it's for inventory sorting. So you can click plus, then make a bag, for instance this size, name it something. I named it tanking gear, and it's just a visual representation of your inventory. In reality, everything is the same, it is in one big inventory, but this way you can sort out your different stuff and put them in different bags. So when I go to put new gear on, before they implemented a gear management system, this was the only way of doing it. Now you can just go to the gear management and then make a gear setup and save it along with your spec and then switch between them really easily. But before that, you had to go in there, find your gear and drag it all over because it didn't transfer the gear over properly and stuff. So this is kind of a leftover from back then, and I just keep it still because I don't know, I kind of like it when I can tell what my gear is like and where it's at. So, you know, I've got a full set of tanking gear. It's not all super good, but it's not bad either. Okay, that was kind of bad. That was a rank 5. You can see at the top under the blue name it says finger talisman, which is what kind of item it is. Oops. And then it also said quality level, which is QL. I'm just gonna kill this guy real quick. It said QL, which is quality level. So it needs to be 10 to be good, or, well, I don't know. I mean, it really depends on what level you are, but there aren't any levels, so silly me. But QL 10 is one of the higher ranks, and then they've basically made different tiers of the QL as well. I've never really gotten that far in the game, so I have gear from dungeons at the time that were good, but not the best dungeons in the game. But it's enough that I can actually play badly and still have fun in the game now because my gear is kind of good when I'm solo. I don't think that soloers normally would have access to the kind of gear that I've unlocked. I'm sure someone else knows better and can tell me, because I've basically only played it for like a day after I got back. Yeah, ramble. Now I'm gonna go bring the samples to the CDC tent, which is here. Use a CDC shower to disinfect. Is this one here? It could be. It is. Quest complete. And when the quest is complete, you send a report back to headquarters, which basically means you get your stuff. Outstanding. We mustn't overlook the importance of scientific fieldwork, regardless of what we call this substance, filth, category A, wellspring of the apocalypse. Beating it back will require a comprehensive approach that includes the art of microscopy. Microscopy. I don't know. For now, we can tell you it appears to target neurological cells. As more information becomes available, we shall certainly tell you about it. Signed, R. Sonic. And then I get a sequin of Solomon Island, which is used to purchase goods from the Council of Venice, which is basically just a special faction vendor kind of thing. You go there and you buy stuff. And then I gain 3,000 coins. They're called Pax Romana in this game. And 22k XP. Or so it seems. Let's look at the bar down here. Ta-ta! So you see, the quest gives quite a lot and allows you to gain a bunch of points.
Over here.
Yes, over here. Marianne Chen has a quest called The Filth, and there's a lot of XP in this. Let's see, can I do this in 1 hour? Probably. I'll try. Collect barrel lids. And that would be, ooh, all the way at the bottom down here, and I'm up here. I'll go do that. First I'm gonna farm. I can press X once I'm no longer affected by this dot. I'll press X and it will activate sort of this game's version of a mount. It's sprinting, which is really cool, because it gets better the more you unlock ranks. There's a quest line kind of thing. I think it was a quest line. Should probably fight these before I become overwhelmed and die. This can look a bit dangerous at first because I have to build up my regen, my health over time. But then once I've built it up through melee, then it stabilizes. At least on these mobs. The thing I've looked at with my build, I'm gonna need a couple of 100 points more to unlock. But then when I have unlocked the build that I'm aiming for, I'll be able to regen about 150, 200 hit points every second, which is gonna be very cool. Because it'll also allow me to free up some more of my skill slots down here. Like number 5 currently has a healing ability. No reason for that. There's a mud golem. Let's see, he has 10k health and very high block rating and knockback. That's okay. Ooh, I forgot to loot this. And you loot with the V key in this game, just like in Wildstar, and it has AoE looting. That's not bad for a game that's 2 years old, or 1.5, or however old it is. There, I've pulled the mud golem. Oh, that was an AoE thing on the ground. And it's important to move out of AoE, of course, because otherwise people will think I'm a noob. I'm just gonna back away a little bit and use ranged attacks. And I won. Sadly, he only had a green item. But it was a ring, and it was a quality 6 ring. Which is not bad, but I go for quality level 10, so if I really wanted that, I would need to go to a more difficult zone. So basically it's kind of like I'm only at 60% difficulty, which is not really true, because there are quest zones that are much harder than this. But I guess for solo purposes, this is probably around 50% difficulty. Anyway, let's go get the barrel. I'm just gonna turn on sprint again so I can get there a little bit faster. And another mud golem, which I'm gonna try to kill afterwards. Assuming they killed me first. Have a bit of debuffs, so I guess it's because I stood in that mucky stuff. Oh, I forgot to fix my sound settings, so I really hope that that I haven't been spending, I don't know, like half an hour talking to myself. Hello, Mr. Mudgolem. Please come here to get your ass beat. Try to not have like a huge area used by his AoE. So I'll sort of make him overlap just a little bit every time. Just because it's good practice. And monies. He does give a fair amount of XP, 2.7k. It's kind of neat. Merrimack, the cat. Hello, kitty. And there's a lower piece here. Let's see. Filth. Ooh. Billy's Mute. And he has an ability that gives him a very high crit rate. So I should... Oh, he's ring. That hurts a lot. Away from the AoE explosion, and now I can fix it. Oh, there's so much stuff on the ground. Should probably use my heal. Yay, there we go. And again. Ooh, achievement. For killing Billy's Muse. Oh, is that a blue item? No, that was not a blue item. That was just a regular something. And, yeah, on with the quest. I'm kind of slow at questing because I really like to kill stuff. And stuff really likes to kill me. Where's the... oh, I guess it's because I'm so close to the place. Yeah, there it is, the waypoint. I just needed to make sure I was facing the right direction. And... no loot. So, I'm gonna go in here, grab some barrel. Here's a barrel. Use metal drum. No! Bastard. Right as I was channeling my thingy. Metal drum, round 2. Collected. Look at this one here. Collected. And this one. Oh, I'm at tier 6 out of 7. Ooh, and I got a skill point. You see, I gained 19, almost 20k XP for doing a tier of the quest, which is really neat because that way you gain XP while doing your quests, but you also gain a big chunk of XP when you finish it, and sometimes an item. So the game really has that sort of World of Warcrafty feel where you constantly get something. You know, you unlock skill points, ability points, something comes at you. That didn't come out right. You get a reward for doing something all the time. And that is really very important for a player like me in an MMO. It's very, very important that I feel that I'm being rewarded for the time that I invest. So even if I only have half an hour to play, I can log in and just do a quest or get a skill point and try out that silly build that I never looked at before. And that's very good. I do miss playing with other people though, sometimes. But ultimately... oh. What just killed me there? Final words? Maybe I just forgot to look at my hit point. I apologize for that, but now you can see what it looks like when you're dead. I could resurrect here, or I could run as a dead person all the way down to reclaim my corpse. And I think that's what I'm gonna do, because otherwise I'll just end up making a mistake and dying again, probably. So yeah, it's a bit like other MMOs where when you die you resurrect at the nearest resurrection point, or you can actually just pick any one in the zone. I picked the closest one. I'm gonna res here, and turn on my sprinty sprint ability. And I'll make my way towards the... I have about 50 minutes left until I have to go to work. Hopefully I'll be able to make it Let's see, how far is it? 48 meters. It should be doable. I hope so. Oh, I need to turn back on the general chat log. Let's see, 22. Getting closer. Maybe I can activate it from here. Nope. There we go. Two of them. Good thing I have an AoE. Number 4 ability on my bar is an AoE. Basically consumes the resources I have and stabs people in the face in a cone in front of me. So that's really cool. No, he did it again. I wonder if I'm lagging or if it just has a really nasty ability when it goes low. That would probably be it. That's what you get for being a noob, or not paying attention, or something. I'm not sure. I'm guessing that this 1.5k attack that he does is... Maybe it's because I go too low on health. Maybe it's a dot he puts on me, or maybe I just need to kill him fast enough before he goes too low on health. Either way, I think I'll heal myself a little bit more so that I don't go as low on health. Yes, thank you for stating that, Captain Obvious. Let's see, where do I need to go? Mud Golem? No, not interested. Ooh, is this loot? It is loot. Focused shotgun. Or, as Kraus from Hellboy 2 would say, focused. Sorry, just watched this movie not long ago with my girlfriend, and that was one of the jokes that stuck with us. When I don't know if you've seen the movie, but when this dude, oh crap, I'm gonna die because I really. The story will have to wait. And healing myself because I don't want to die again. Yes, I lived. Stabbing. Shooting. Killing. Pew. Okay, let's see, where am I headed? I'm headed this way. Basically this guy is sort of a gaseous form inside of a sort of a suit, and he tells Hellboy that he needs to control his rage. But he talks in a very German accent. And it sounds... Mobs, please, show some respect here. People are working. Or trying to. Or, I mean, I'm trying to focus. Focused. I am trying to stay focused. Okay. Better click this pipe before I lose my focus. Ability point gained, and now I have to go. Oh, there he is. Hello, Frank McGrath. Time to die. Maybe it could be time for me to die. So I heal up a little bit, and then more stabby stabs. Could use ability number 6. It makes it so that I don't glance as much with my attacks, which is a very good thing, because glancing is bad. Oh, I think I have finished this quest. Send report. What do I get from this? A glyph toolkit, which I already have a ton of. Outstanding work! We're both excited and terrified by the prospect of further analyzing this filth substance. Access to the CDC network gives us insight into the effects of exposure. It also offers a glimpse into the back rooms of American politics. The CDC is a government organization whose mandate is to prepare and apply control measures in precisely this kind of apocalypse, and yet Orochi were given full control over the operation on the island. Orochi also happens to own the quarry, which is the source of those pipes bursting with filth. And check out the XP bar. Oh, I guess I had already gained those XP, because nothing... Or maybe I gained... Oh! Holy crap! I got so much XP that the bar went all the way to full and then back here. See? How awesome is that? Now I have 10 skill points. So I can go into my skill point menu, which I haven't shown you guys yet, but basically increasing skill allows me to equip weapons and gear, talismans in this game. But it also gives passive bonuses. Let's see. Like, for having skill 10, I gain 249 extra magical protection. For having skill 10 in major talismans, which allows me to equip wrists, necks, and finger talismans, that gives me 470 extra health. And this one gives me 249, and minor talismans are just a different sort of gear that you wear. Sorry, I must have somehow contracted the hiccups, which sucks. Let's see, fist weapons. Ooh. I should put more points into this, since I'm kind of fisting all the time. Let's see. Increases the damage and healing done by your savage... Something is attacking me. This... there are probably safe spots in this area. I just haven't found them or looked for them. Jump! Oh, there we go. Okay, let's see. Does this spot look like a safe point? Maybe. Hello, tree. I shall use you as a hiding spot while giant icky spider over there ignores me. Please. That was the wrong button. That was for PvP, and I don't... Never mind. Pressing K for skills. Let's see. Fists. I can increase my damage aspect of fists, which will give me 0.5% extra on my damage and healing done by something something. I don't even know if I have skills that give savage sweeps. It's some kind of AoE effect. Ah, this one does. Gives you the savage sweep effect, causing the next fist resource consumer you activate to deal 22 physical damage in an area around you. That's not a lot. I guess it's better than nothing. Let's see. I could also increase my hammer or blade, because that would allow me to have a somewhat different AoE approach to my build. Yeah, I think I'll actually do that. But it shouldn't be survivability. Or maybe it should, because whenever an enemy glances me, I gain damage. Healing. What's the damage aspect? Whenever you hit an enemy, you apply the two cuts effect. Hitting the enemy with a blade ability consumes this effect to deal 24 damage. Guess it's okay. One skill point in. Let's see how much it... I guess it's alright if I skill it up a little bit. Yeah. I'll go with a skill up here, because I kind of want to have sort of a fisty bladey kind of build at some point. Maybe. I mean, at the moment I'm only using one blood ability, which is sort of like a pew pew. single target ranged shot, but I would rather have some more melee stuff just because. Oh yeah, I finished this quest, so this might be a good time to think about logging off and uploading the video and stuff. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. I know I didn't experience as much content as I could, but I'll give it a go. Next time, maybe. Let me know in the comments below. I really appreciate it. And if you feel the videos are too long, let me know. If you feel the videos could be longer, then damn, because that's probably never gonna happen. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.